So look at verse 17. Now this I say and testify in the Lord, that you must no longer walk as the Gentiles do in the futility of their minds. They are darkened in their understanding, alienated from the life of God, because of the ignorance that is in them due to their hardness of heart. They have become callous and have given themselves up to sensuality, greedy to practice every kind of impurity. Now, Paul paints a picture here of unbelievers. He paints a picture of those who are outside Christ, and it's not a positive picture. It's a very bleak picture. And some scholars read this and they say, okay, Paul here is just a bit of a, he's a bit of a curmudgeon. He's got too negative a view of humanity out there. And they say maybe this is just a bit of that old Jewish bigotry against the Gentiles coming out here. But Paul says, and notice what he says at the beginning there, this I say and I testify in the Lord. He qualifies what he says. I testify in the Lord that what I am about to say concerning those who are outside of Christ is true. This is a true and honest picture of those who are outside Christ. This is really how it is, Paul is saying. And he says, I'm not just saying this because I'm grumpy or I'm upset about the way things are going these days. He says, no, I testify in the Lord that this is how it is. And he points to the behavior of the Gentiles. There's a summary statement there. They're greedy to practice every kind of impurity. But behind that behavior, there's a deeper issue. There's a problem with the heart and the mind. So Paul is diagnosing what is going on out there. What's wrong with humanity? Yes, we see all kinds of immoral behavior, but behind that, underneath that, is actually a problem with the heart, a problem with the mind. He says, first of all, that the Gentiles walk in the futility of their mind. And that word futility has the idea of emptiness or something that is pointless, something that is meaningless. And Paul is saying they're walking around in the futility of their minds, which means they're walking aimlessly. This is a wandering. They're not headed anywhere. They're aimlessly walking around because of the futility that's in their minds. And he says because of this aimless wandering, they're actually separated from God himself.